Okay, card number 2. We're going to use this stamp set, The Miracle of Christmas, and we're going to use the bear. I've got him here. And these don't come with thin cuts, but I used my brother's Scan and Cut to cut them out. So I have a really nice cutout there. And was I going to use this one? Oh, the little swirl here for I'm going to make my own background paper, you call it. So again, we're going to use a toffee for the base, and we can go ahead and put that on now. I'm going to ink the edges. And I use like the same color to ink the edges of everything on one card, so they all kind of go together. It makes them look like if I ink this with toffee and inked another piece with red and another piece with green, it would just look too disjointed, I guess you would call it. So I like to ink them all with the same color, and it kind of pulls everything together. It's like, you know, everything looks like it belongs because they all have the same color on them. Okay, so that's on. Now our next layer is this plain piece of white daisy, and I'm going to stamp it to make like a layered background piece. And I got a little piece of tape on my Versamat, and the Versamat is great for this purpose of lining up things that you do, like paper or stamped images or what have you. So I'm going to take this, and it's a, you know, border stamp, and I'll try not to get my head in the way, but I'm going to go across the paper according to the lines in the Versamat. This is not long enough to go across. That's where the Versamat comes in handy. And I'm going to do, let's see, let's do toffee and avocado and the candy apple. So I need to skip 2 and do another one of this. And I can kind of gear by where this is going to line up there, and I just moved it. I didn't put a lot of tape on here because I don't want it to be on my cardstock when I'm done. Just enough to hold it down for me. And what I do is I put the stamp down here, and then I move it in line with the image over here. And it gets easier as you practice. And if it moves, it's okay. Just move it back. And of course, it moves a lot more when you're doing a video. And with the clear stamps, it makes it so easy. So see how that is a real light. So I can go over with just that one edge and try and get it to line up pretty good. So now I'm going to lay my stamp down right here. I hope this is in frame. Right here, and then do the stamp to there. So I only need to ink up the one side. And I'll wipe my Versamat off after I'm done, or I'll get ink all over everything. Okay, we're all done with that. Pretty cool. I'm going to ink the edges. Let's use the red again. Now I cut some strips, and I wasn't sure because this is that cream base. I was like, that's too distracting even with the toffee. So I inked the edges, and it helped a little bit, but not enough. So then I got the zip strip, and with the same white base or the French vanilla color, it goes a lot better. And I inked it with the red already. Another use, put this back down now, and I'm going to go about at the 3-inch mark from the bottom, and I can line it up that way without getting out a ruler. And I got my ribbon. Let's see, should I put it at the top? This is gonna go here. And I cut these with the circle thin cuts for the shaker cards. Or here. I think I like it at the top better. All right. Love these tweezers. They're deadly weapons. Don't get them, stick them into your finger. They hurt. It hurts. And this ribbon's already fraying a little bit, so it's a good thing I'm putting that down. It's got gold in it. It's really, really pretty. All right, so that's done. So now we're going to pop this up on foam tape. Where did it go? Here it is. And then to put the ring, I'm not going to pop it up. I'm just going to put it around the outside edges. Really helps the circle have some dimension. I'm just going to lay this up. I used the wrong side circle. Oh well. That's okay. No one will ever know that glue is there. Put glue around the inside. There we go. All right. That fits there perfect. Okay, now for the bear. Got him. Got some presents. He's going to be holding his presents. And I got a tag here from the stamp set. And that's from this stamp set. All four of these stamp sets come in the bundle, or you can buy them individually. This is Merry Merry. It says Merry Merry Christmas. And that's going here, and I'm going to pop that up too. And these scissors cut through this foam tape. So nice, right? It sticks to everything except the scissors, so that's perfect. And I think here looks about good. All right, so for the bear, we're going to color him with our tri-blend markers. And I pulled a bunch of them out to see which ones I liked with the bear. Now, this is avocado, and the dull green blend works really well with the avocado. So the only thing I use it for is just to make sure all the ink is solid. Sometimes it's a little blotchy, so I just colored that in, and it just deepens that color. And the red one, this is the dark red blend, and I use the lightest color, and I use the lightest on the dull green too. And I'm just going to color the whole thing in. And it overlaps the candy apple red ink, but doesn't make it disappear, right? It's just really pretty how it blends in like that. So there's that. Okay. Now for the bear, and this is, I usually do a lot of blending and shading, but these markers are great for beginners as well because they make a very smooth look. So I'm just going to show you a very easy way to color with these markers, and I'm going to use the lightest color, and I'm going to color in everything that I want to be green, and that's going to be his scarf. And I like to do the little parts of an image first. Like, I wouldn't color the bear brown first. I want to do this green first. I don't know why. I just find it easier to do the little images first. So I colored the whole scarf green, no shading or anything, and that looks fine. See how smooth it is? The color blends together, so you don't have any of those marker where the ink doesn't blend together. That's why alcohol markers are so popular. So now, just very easily, to add a little depth and dimension to your image, just outline it. You don't have to worry about the light source. You don't have to worry about anything else. If you're not comfortable with coloring and trying to make it look perfect, you're just going to outline every little section. And this will give you that depth and dimension without worrying about where the light source is, where the shading should be. It just gives it to you automatically, very simply. And it just gives it a little depth. That's it. Okay, so you don't have to be detailed or worry about it or anything. All right, so for the bear, let's do his cheeks. I brought out the pale pink, and I'm going to just use the lightest color to do his cheeks. And that's done. Now they have this decorated border on his belly. I'm not going to pay any attention to that. It's very small. The tips on these markers are not small enough to add any detail to that. You can if you want to, but I'm showing the easy way to color. So now I'm just going to take this marker, and this is the tan blend, and I'm going to color the whole bear. Everything. Okay, the whole bear is colored. He looks great, right? All smooth, no lines from the ink. So now I'm going to take the mid-tone, and I'm again going to just go around the outline. And this will give you that depth and shading without having to worry about where to add it. Don't worry about it. All right, now the dark one, I'm going to do the inside of his ears, because you know that would be dark. And I'm going to do his nose. All done. So the bear's all done. He's looks colored. I'm going to pull my pink back out again. And I'm going to do that cheek. And it's fine. No one will ever know that I overlapped it. It'll be great. Let's pull our card back in. And here he is. We're going to add presents to his hands. Isn't that just adorable? Okay, so we add a little foam on his hand. And I'm going to put the present there, so it's okay if it's overlapping. Let's see, I can put a little piece on his leg. And this will be the part that is not on the circle. We're just going to slide him so he meets up with that. The foam here meets up with the circle. Okay. And now that's raised up, so we're going to put a little glue here for his present. And then this one is going to be glued down to the circle with the present. All right. So cute. All right, let's add some stars, right? Do I have any stars here? Let's add a few little other stars. These were in one of the collections. Can't remember which one. Oh, this has a star there. No stars there. That one. Oh, here it is. And this one has these 2 stars. So that's where I got the stars. And there. 3. We're going in 3s, right? Because 3 is pleasing to the eye, according to everyone. Maybe here. Oh, I don't want it on his foot. We'll have it tucked behind there. Okay. And then we'll add some glitter glue, and then I'll have a finished photo at the end here. And we'll move on to card number 3. How adorable is he, right?